recipe for losing.
You stir it up. We'll throw 50 pass attempts per game. Piss poor defense. Piss poor clock management. Loser.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Uncle Chris Sports Show. Coming from your live in Uncle Chris's crib. And your first question for the day is, how about them Cowboys?
Yeehaw! Oh, I tell you what. NFL, they blew them up to be something they want, didn't they?
Yes, sir, boy.
And I told you they had not been donkey kicked in the nuts yet, and they got it.
They sure did.
They got Bronco kicked in the sack. They were beaten the first quarter, and all they did was take cheap shots the rest of the game.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
How about them Cowboys?
And they got stoned.
They sure did, man.
What happened?
Man,
We took away the running game. Ezekiel Elliott, 9 carries, 8 yards.
underrated. No, overrated.
Overrated, piss poor, white beaten. 6 games suspended.
He got one game this year.
One game, oh my goodness.
65.
I'll tell you what, that guy that got from Washington's looking good right about now, ain't he? At least he's not going to give up on the play.
Chris Thompson, I believe his name.
What's he going to do, put his hands on his hip like, lip poked out?
Lip poked down.
Dez Bryant, premier receiver.
All he ever did was push off.
Premier receiver. All you guys did the whole game, guys, is pick, pass interference.
Yep. What about
If that's the consistency of Dallas's offense, I tell you what, they're gonna be
suffering?
suffering because all I heard is how Dez this and Dez that. Let's face it, man. Dez ain't that good receiver. You know, Jay Whitney tied for the all-time touchdowns this week.
I thought Gates broke it this year.
No, I'm talking for Dallas.
Oh,
Yeah, there's another there's an 88 who had
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. Guess what? Jay Whitney didn't push off and get all them touchdowns.
That's right.
He didn't commit pass interference to get the touchdown at all.
I remember you always said that.
He could run routes.
My king. He always said that he talked about Dez Bryant. That's my son.
That's your son, the best part of your son run down your leg, but he ain't hitting no mud. He only shows up when he's got somebody short covering him.
Yeah.
He's got a man covered. What happened?
Let's look at
Denver's got 3 shutdown corners. We're gonna play you man to man, and we're gonna rush your quarterback.
We don't
You
care.
ain't gotta like it. We're gonna jam it down your throat, and you're gonna love us for it. And that's basically what they did.
That's it.
Dak Prescott. Why do we give so much credit to these crappy ass little rookies in the second year when they haven't won anything?
Yeah. Hey, look at me.
I mean, I know you got 24-hour football now. You gotta fill it with flood from hot air.
Yeah.
But why do we give credit to these nobodies when they ain't done nothing?
Exactly. Another thing that I have to say about Dak Prescott, I heard this on Fox Sports 1, Undisputed, was Skip and Chandler.
I don't even like Skip either. I don't know. Skip was with Stephen A. Smith and I was with Shannon Sharp. And the only reason they got him up there because he's not just that, is they got him for a punching bag. Skip is just there for a punching bag. You know what I mean? Because he brings no insight to the game. He has no knowledge of the game, speak of anything. He doesn't understand the scheme. And all it is I'm going to set you up for the next week and make me look bad.
Yeah, and guess what? Look, I heard that.
I mean, you want to see a good discussion, put Jay Gruden up there.
Oh, yeah. Like, all he ever says
We
is.
can really laugh then.
All he ever says is, Skip Bass, how about my Cowboys? My Cowboys.
Or Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
And there's without a Belichick, there wouldn't be a Tom Brady.
There you go.
Brady is a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he plays in a scheme.
He's a scheme quarterback.
And I told you last week, I told you the game was played between the ears. between the ears.
That's right.
You ain't got it here, you ain't got it here, you won't catch it here.
I know.
You won't spike it over there.
No, you won't. Alright.
But it starts here.
Exactly. The next question for the day is Uncle Chris says, what are your thoughts? Alright. So, speaking of which, we're going to have a week 2 review. We're going to do our week 3 predictions.
All right, boys, get your checkbooks out. Y'all make some money this week.
Yeah.
Get your checkbooks out. You ever heard that old expression, get your popcorn ready?
Yeah.
Get your checkbooks out.
I'm pretty sure that everyone's going to go to Vegas because of us.
I'll tell you what, they'd be ahead right now.
They sure will be. Alright, starting off with week 1, Uncle Chris and I miserably picked Minnesota Vikings to go to Pittsburgh.
Well, I'm not going to take advantage of that because nowhere did it say that Sam Bradford was not going to play.
I didn't see that either.
Did you?
I didn't see
Didn't
that.
see nowhere where Sam Bradford's going to play. As Sam goes, the Vikings goes. True?
True.
And that is a fragile thing right now.
Fragile.
The game is fragile for Minnesota because if Sam Bradford don't go, they don't go.
Yep, and you and I, and then we're going to talk about, we talked about the Panthers shutting down the Sean McCoy. How about them just basically shutting down the whole offense? They won 3-9. We know,
You know what? I saw Richie Incognito lay out some people on pretty gap blocks. And how in the world did he not hit that hole?
I don't know.
2 times he had a hole. Instead of going outside, he busted inside.
He sure did. And LaShawn McCoy, we know LaShawn McCoy.
I know he's shady, but that was some shady mess.
Yeah, Shane McCoy is not known for his hit the gap, put the pads down. He's known for it. He's gonna get outside, gonna make you miss on the outside. Never inside guy. I've seen his film.
Well, I got to give the Carolina Panthers the credit. They brought their best defense. I mean, you shut down Tyrod Taylor's normal play, take off with the ball, Shane McCoy. I really think that they would have done a whole lot better if they put their fullback in the backfield and showed pass the whole time and run on that.
Yeah.
Because I really think the fullback could have got him, and nobody was tackling a fullback in the second level.
That's right, because he's a bigger version of a halfback.
Exactly.
All right. We also talked about you and I. We didn't pick anyone because we didn't pick this game because I didn't bring my full scout sheet. But you and I like this team to go to the Super Bowl. It's Tampa Bay. They busted the Chicago Bears' tail 29-7.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the Bears had a good game last week.
Yes, they
Week 4 last had a good game. You got a good showing against Atlanta.
Yes, they
But
did.
you got to realize they were playing on turf.
Yes, they did.
Now listen to me. You watch this. When Atlanta goes and plays at an above average team on natural turf, it can play in your favor, big time. So if they go to Tampa Bay, you got to realize it's an outdoor stadium. They got to play on turf.
And if you look at them, I mean, we saw them against. Like,
They're fast on artificial turf.
Yeah.
They're average on natural side.
Yeah, we saw. I actually saw them play against Philadelphia Eagles about a year ago now. I mean, they could not get anything going on offense against that Eagles team because it was in Lincoln Financial Field. It was not in the dome.
Let me explain something to you about the Eagles. I might have predicted this last week, but I could have swore I would have said that Travis Kelce would have had a monster of a game. And you know why?
It's on that TV right now.
Oh, is it?
You said that to me on that TV.
Monster of the game. You want to know why, guys?
Eagles don't have pass coverage linebacker.
The Eagles don't have pass coverage linebackers. They have good run stuffers, and they got blitzers. But when they show him blitz and he fires off that line, they ain't worried about him. They're like, they want the safety to pick him up. Well, the safety don't want no part of that. And linebacker on Kelce is a mismatch.
Sure is. But ain't what you want.
And I told him it would be
Ain't
a monster game. And it was.
It sure was a monster
And
game.
he showed up too, didn't he?
He did.
And everybody thought Philadelphia was going to win NFC East. Yeah, they very well may.
Man,
But as long as they got to play them AFC teams, I mean, let's face it, man. The cream of the crop's in the AFC.
it sure is.
The NFC can still win the Super Bowl.
we got teams.
Especially because you know the Super Bowl's going to be in a dome anyway.
Yeah, so you'll be playing this.
We know that the Super Bowl's going to be in a dome. We already know that.
Yep. If Atlanta plays in the dome,
Now it plays on carpet. That's a good thing.
it is a good thing.
So the NFC's got what? Got an advantage already. Whoever it is, because most of them guys have got dome stadiums.
Yeah.
I mean, Carolina does good, and they get to the dome. That's not good at all, is it?
Yeah.
Because they're what?
If
They're a natural side team. They're not
natural turf.
exactly.
You and I, we didn't pick this game because I didn't bring it with me. Tennessee played the Jacksonville Jaguars and won 37-16.
Tennessee, you know what? I thought it would be closer than that.
I thought it would be too.
We have Blake Bortles is like my stock portfolio. Well, you got to bring it up here and keep it up here.
That's it.
A little dip every once in a while. I mean, it's like somebody's hot mama.
That's what Aaron Rodgers and Tom. We're not comparing him to Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, but he's got to play at a high level.
Blake Bortles is not a start quarterback in the NFL. And then you'll have other folks say Kaepernick needs to be there. No, he don't. Kaepernick's not really a start quarterback.
He's a backup.
He's a backup at best.
Yep.
And when you bring him in, you know what he brings. You know, and you know what? Sadly but true. I think he could help the Jets.
Yeah, he can.
He could help the Jets, but I don't think they would sign him. I mean, he just got so much garbage with him.
He does.
I mean, the kid can play, don't get me wrong, but I see, I mean, the Colts want you now.
No, the coach won't. The coach probably want us now.
Yeah, the Colts take old fat man now.
I know, the hefty lefty.
But I take this for instance. And all I heard all week was Andrew Luck this, Andrew Luck that.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck gonna ride that pine as long as he can because he's gonna get up in there that piss poor offensive line. Andrew, you sucked all the money out of the damn organization, man. That's why ain't nobody there to protect you.
That's it's even on that TV.
Get some
right
money
now.
back, dude.
Watch us.
Live to play another day.
Here's the link right here. All right. Your next one is you and I. We were dead on with this one. You and I predicted that the Jets would not score 10 points. They lost to the Raiders 45-20. We were close, but we got them win, but not the score.
That's garbage. That's garbage time.
Yeah, it's garbage time.
That's garbage time. Too deep prevent. Prevent prevents you from winning. But I don't know if I had 45 points. I believe I let them get 20. All that is guys saying, well, Vegas said I'll give you X number of dollars if you shave it a little bit.
Yeah. All right, your next one. We didn't predict this game either. The Dolphins and the Chargers. The Dolphins won 19-17, snatching a victory from the jaws of defeat against the Chargers. And what are your thoughts on that? I'm gonna cut that out. We're gonna add that out. All right, your next one is. Well, I predicted this one right. You said the Cowboys were going to hang up 30 on the Broncos. I said the Broncos were going to win 13-10, but I was wrong on that. The Broncos, we already talked about this. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
They lost 17-42.
And who do they play this week?
I don't know. Let me look it up anyway. They play the Cardinals at Arizona on Monday night.
At Arizona on Monday night. And guys, listen to me at home. If you ain't heard this before. Arizona has how much offense? Zero. They could not plug a leak with a tube of coffee.
Good God.
A small leak, a little drippity drip. They couldn't plug it with what's that guy's called? Mighty Seal. That guy puts the damn boat together.
I don't know who.
Puts the tapes the boat together.
I don't know who it is.
You're gonna get them boys a whole roll of tape to keep that line together with us. I did see this much though. I watched the Cowboys put 10 men in the box, and the guy still was running for 4 and 3 and 6 yards at the time.
That told us something right there.
That told me something right there. The Cowboys' defensive line could be hell.
It is
Arizona's got a great secondary, and I'd say average linebackers.
Average at best.
So I'm gonna say Cowboys by 3 at Arizona. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope they get that ass drug.
I hope so too.
Because I want to see Skip Bayless drag that lip some more. I mean, let's face it, the Broncos give them the recipe for victory.
Yeah. You got
Did he not?
out physical. Well, you got to shut down the run. That's what they did best.
Well, they're going to come out anyway, ready to kick butt anyway, because let's face it, even Dez Bryant won't look good. He's going to push that. He's going to push his defensive corner out of bounds and run down the sideline free.
He's got to play against Patrick Peterson, or either that he can play the slot against Tyrann Mathieu.
I want him to play the Honey Badger. Honey Badger's more physical.
He is that. He's a short guy, but he's very physical.
I don't know. I think Dak Prescott will have a good game. Run the ball as much as passing. I'm thinking about just getting out of the pocket.
I'm thinking about that.
Getting out of the pocket, running for 10, 15 yards at a time. Because if they cannot generate a pass rush, which they have not the last couple of weeks, pass rush sucks, guys.
It sure does.
You want to see a pretty picture? You watch a pass rush. You watch Aaron Rodgers at the dome. He's going to turn around, run the other direction, got pasted.
I know.
I know that 44 is still stuck in his chest after 45.
No, it was 45. 45 is Deion Jones. The pass rush is 44 is Vic Beasley.
Beasley, yeah, Beasley 4. You got 2 4s stamped in his chest. He turned around and got pasted. So that's what football. That's what we want to see.
We want to see contact.
We want to see contact. That's what it's all about. I saw more contact in a basketball game than I did on some of the damn games this Sunday.
Well, speaking of which, you probably saw a lot of contact against this team. The Seattle Seahawks beat the Niners by 3 points. You know how many? You know what the final?
69.
9-12. We were close.
9-12. It wasn't much.
Russell Wilson finally scored a touchdown pass from this PAT.
We got to start somewhere, Russell.
And his kicker, Blair Walsh.
Blair Walsh is generally Mr. Dependable.
Yeah.
I mean, he has won them a lot of games because their offense ain't been there. But, you know, Russell Wilson was hurt all last year, so what's the problem this year?
The problem this year, they say that they're blaming his O-line. He's got bad.
O-line was the problem last year.
Yeah.
So you had 365 days from the time you started the season last year to this season to get it fixed, right?
Right.
Whether it be free agency acquisition or drafting somebody, I'm telling you, you can get somebody big enough. He ain't necessarily got to block. All you got to do is get in the way.
That's it. That's basically it.
And like I said, man was. I watched Tobin run the ball the other day for the Bills. Way to go, Tobin!
Yeah. How many inches do you run off the ground?
Believe it or not, he picked it up a little bit.
That's good. That's
He
it.
knew what the NFL stood for. Not for long, he kept falling down the line of scrimmage.
I know.
And he run.
Yep. He's probably run about.
He finally got the pair of cleats he could run on.
Yep.
He couldn't stay on his feet in Carolina.
No. Your next one, we were both wrong on this one. We had the Redskins against the Rams. Aaron Donald returned to this one.
I really thought Aaron Donald would be 4 times. Donald's got 2 twice, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And the Redskins won 27-20.
Well, you got to realize that pick was the problem there. He stared him down like he was the last piece of chicken on the block.
And Jared Goff. Man, we're not.
He looked at him like, well, that guy's like, you know what? I believe I'll come get that ball.
Yeah.
He looked at it for 3 seconds. Chances are he will throw it to him.
That's it.
Let me break on.
All right.
Basically, is what it all boiled down to. He stared him down.
Yep. All right. Your next one.
It was 23-20.
20-27. Thank you, Goff.
Well, it was a whole lot. But they played. But I can't believe the Redskins traveled.
I know. And the West Coast of all places.
They traveled to the West Coast. I know West Coast teams suck when they got to go east.
Yeah.
NFC batting about 500 going west. What do you say? Over the last 20 years?
Yeah, over the last 20 years.
The NFC team going west, they're batting about 500. It's a coin flip.
Yep. Basically about it.
It's a coin flip. I mean, all you could do is, I really thought that they would take advantage of their running game. But I'm going to tell you what, Todd Gurley's a beast, man. The only time they won the running move, he was on the 2-yard line.
I know. Todd Gurley.
You got a monster right there. All you got to do is show pass, go into pass coverage, go ahead and do a little shovel screen. Todd Gurley be on.
Yeah.
No little out. screen pass. I mean, whatever. You can stop. You can slow the rush down.
Yes, you can.
There's ways to slow the rush down.
What do you think of him hopping over that defender twice? He didn't hop over a defender once. He did it twice.
He wasn't bad, did he?
He did.
That's one play he didn't take off, man.
Yep. All right. The next one is, speaking of which, Uncle Chris said lately that Rodgers got a 44 stamped on him, and the Falcons won 34-23 finally.
He got pasted pretty bad, guys.
Yep.
Well, you know, I watched the Denver game. I'll get back to the Denver game.
Yeah, let's talk about
The
it.
game was over at halftime.
It sure was.
And after halftime, third quarter, they blam hit him twice. And it was like the defense went to the offense and said, look, man, just run the ball, get a couple first downs, spun it back. We need target practice. We ain't had no action all day long. We would sit on the sideline and watch y'all go up and down the field and cram this ball down that throat. We want some bad. I watched Akeem Talib intentionally drop 2 passes that he could intercept.
Yeah.
You can see what you want to. He intentionally dropped those 2 balls.
Yeah.
Both of them, Dak Prescott throwing to Dez Bryant, and he broke right on. He was waiting. He wanted a big 6, and guess what? He finally got one.
He did 103 yards.
103 yards, way to go, Akeem.
King.
But you didn't want your offense on the field. That's why you kept dropping them other picks. He had 2 in his hand.
He can't have it.
You see where he grabbed that ball out of the end zone?
And he made Dak Prescott look like a fool trying to tackle him.
Well, Dak ain't got the speed.
No.
He ain't got the speed. I mean, let's face it. I mean, he made him look bad, and rightfully so. He was. He looked just like what he is. He's a second-year starter.
You know, it kind of, when I looked at the Cowboys game, it kind of reminded me as a Super Bowl 50, sort of like that, because Prescott did not look good against the Cowboys.
Prescott, all I heard about how great he is. All Prescott is maybe another Tony Romo.
Yep.
And the only reason he gets hype is because he plays for the Dallas Cowboys, which haven't been to the Super Bowl, what?
25 years,
26, 27 years? Oh my goodness.
I know.
They ain't won one playoff game. They had to steal that from Detroit.
I know. And Tony Romo, of all players, is going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Romo going to the Hall of Fame on him.
If that's the case, then Tim Tebow should be in the Hall too. And then
I don't know. Tim Tebow won 2 playoff games. That's more than
Romo.
he played 2 playoff games in the only season he started. With Broncos, you got to realize, Tony Romo was in the pro for what, 14 years?
14, 13 years.
13, 14 years, only won 1 playoff game, and that was because the referee was bailing him out. Man, literally got tackled while the ball was coming to him.
Yeah.
The last couple of minutes of the game, I didn't want to call it. It was too tight. Yeah.
That was a design running
His
against
ass was
it.
sitting at home looking at the news and observing for a job application.
Yep. Your next one is the Lions and the Giants. The Giants lost 24-10.
It could have been worse than that.
Sure could.
I saw something the Giants did do against the Giants. As far as I saw the running game against the Giants, and the Giants just ain't doing good against running at all, are they?
No, they can't run the ball.
They can't stop it either.
No,
Well, you know, Green Bay can't stop it.
no, they can't.
They got to bring a safety down.
Yeah.
They got to bring a safety down, so that's their defensive line. I hope you do bring a safety down. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah, and then that's why they got burnt on a lot last year.
They get burned a lot because they bring that safety down because they said, we run that package. No, you run that package because you got 2 Pittsburgh linebackers who sell beef jerky.
Yeah. And then
Instead of selling beef jerky, get your damn linebacker. You won't need him.
they always talk about the great Mike Daniels who wears number 76 on his chest, short guy. He's like they're saying that he was the next B.J. Raji.
No. Nose tackles are hard to come by often.
They sure are.
You can draft one of them and you got one.
That's it. It's so true. Yeah, Baltimore's lucky, man.
Well, you know, Baltimore put all their cars beat the ones they got.
Yeah.
To get a good nose tackle, you've got to give up something.
Sure.
You got to be willing to give up something, somewhere, for a good nose tackle. I ain't talking about an average nose tackle, one that go ahead and play about 60% of the plays, the rest of them he takes off.
Yep.
I'm talking about a man that sits there and don't get driven back. You don't give up around. You got to go around him. You know why you want to go around him? His job is to funnel you into somebody else.
Yep. Only Syracuse. You can't move him.
You couldn't move Goose. You couldn't move Goose.
You can't move Nata either.
I'm gonna tell you what, I watched Pecco the other night.
Yamato Pecco.
Yeah, and he can play nose tackle position too. Now you basically got two nose tackles on the interior.
Sure do. They got
He's an undersized nose tackle, but he's played the position. He plays the position for Cincinnati.
He played for a long time too.
He did. And he's fast. I mean, he's on every play. I mean, he'll run the play there. Ezekiel, he don't take plays off.
No, he don't.
He don't put his hands on his hips. He plays ball, guys.
He's balling.
He ain't no little spoiled brat beat on little people.
Yeah.
He's a man that stomps shit out of everybody.
I know. He hates everybody.
He's equal opportunity thunder.
Hate. Low. Alright, next we're going to get on to our, before we get on to our week 3 predictions, Uncle Chris and I have 2 topics to talk about. First one is the plays of the week. Starting off in Kansas City, good play, it was a great play. Did you see Travis Kelce? He looked like Superman on the field when he hurled not one eagle, but 2 eagles to the goal line.
He did good, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He was what they call the tip of the spearhead.
Yeah.
But that gives you an idea how athletic he is. You know, he got on the ref last year because they were letting the guys go in and hold calls. But that's going to free him up this year because, I mean, they didn't want to call it, but now, you know, it was brought to the forefront, you know, through that flag and everything. Once they threw that flag, they had to address it.
Yep.
So he's going to get on it. You're going to see Kansas City want to jump down the field because folks can't get their hands off of it.
You can't.
But Kansas City can run the ball. How many teams can run the ball?
Pass the ball on top of that.
And got a defense. I only know one other team right now that's can run the ball and got a defense in AFC, and that's probably the Baltimore Ravens.
That's it.
And if you go to NFC, it's the Carolina Panthers, and it's Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it's Atlanta Falcons. Yes, Cowboys, I left you out because you got no defense, so y'all don't count.
Oh, he's an overrated running back. Heck, if you had 5 elephants blocking for you, you can run about 1,000
I
yards.
can run behind 5 rhinoceroses. No problem.
Yeah. The next one is, I was looking at something about this. His name was Von Miller. The Von Miller got after the Prescott twice. He had 5 games without sack. Boy, oh boy, did he make the Cowboys pay.
That's what I told you. The defense told them after about 8 minutes into the third quarter, look, we've been sitting on the sideline, we're going to bring up all of them Gatorade.
Yep.
You're trying to stand here watching them look down the field, cramming the ball down the throat. We need some back practice.
Yes, they
We need some back practice. I want to get out the quarterback. We're going to make them look bad.
Yep.
And that's basically what it was. They get on the field, they get like 2 first downs, and they kick the ball back.
True.
We need some back practice.
Back to
Because we sit on the sideline for primarily 75% of the game before they have to go on the field.
Yep. That's true.
A 3-to-1 ratio on time of possession.
That's really good.
They're drinking all the damn Gatorade on the bench. I mean, the buckets are dry every time they're peeing. They was ready to play ball.
Bart took a nap on the sideline.
Could have taken that because look at the time of possession. My goodness.
I don't care how good your Dowsing guy is.
Ron Miller could have went there and took a shower, got some Old Spice on whatever that stuff is.
Yeah, he could.
Because he is sensitive.
He is that. The next one is, man, I was thinking about another guy, Chris Thompson on the screenplay. Well, he looked good on that screenplay,
He
didn't
didn't look good on the screenplay.
he? Yeah.
You better didn't blow the whistle because that had been in the old Cardiac Silverdome. They blow the whistle for it to come out of his hand. Right there.
Yep. Chris Thompson ran for about 76 yards, touchdown on that spring play against the LA Rams.
You know what, the Rams, I don't know, the Rams, I want to see the Rams on 500 team.
500.
Chargers have got enough offense to get in the game, but little defense to keep them lose the game.
Yeah.
It's like an ebb and flow. There's more flow than there is ebb. Yeah, ebb and flow. There's more flow than there is ebb.
Yep.
And they got to figure out how to get it.
All right. Next, we're gonna. Since Uncle Chris and I are good at criticizing players,
Haters want it.
yeah, we're gonna talk about what word. Starting off. Well, let me think of one for a second before we start. All right, the next one, Aqib Talib. Why did you drop those 2 INTs? I know you
I
wanted.
know why he dropped them 2 INTs. He wanted batting practice because he wanted to pick 6, and he was just biding his time. He didn't want to come off the field. If he picked, he had to come off the field.
Yeah. Dak Prescott forced it to Cole Beasley against who else? Aqib Talib.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times he did it. You know, you stick your finger in lock sock and it shocks you.
Yeah.
And you do it again and it shocks you. Only a damn idiot would do it the 3rd time. Anyway, why don't you put your tongue on it this time? You get a taste for it.
Yeah.
But you tried it twice, and I know Dez is your premier receiver. But on any other team, he's just average.
He is average.
If that,
I know. And then
what'd you rather have? You rather had a receiver from, I rather had a receiver from Tampa Bay. What's his name?
Mike Evans.
I rather have Mike Evans any day than I really would.
No. I'd rather have Mike Evans just for any day.
Any day.
Just even play catch, I have
What's that kid for Jacksonville? I can't think of his name.
Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I'd rather love to have him. He's going to be special in about 3 years. Once he ever realizes that right now they're young and they got to go in there and piss that money away because they ain't got nothing else better to do. But once the money's just a thing, and it's no longer a distraction, you'll learn how to play the game. But right now, young, dumb, plenty of cash in your pocket. They got to realize that eventually the money don't mean crap. Because trust me, they make enough of it. They can't spend it. I don't care how long they. I don't care what they do. They can't spend it all.
That's the truth.
Looks like Lawrence Taylor going up your nose as quick as you get it.
I saw him go. I saw him playing against the Lions on that Thanksgiving Day. I saw him play against the Lions.
He's on the sideline. I'm gonna give him like a pack of wild dogs. Yeah, just teasing guys. I don't want to get a bunch of crap about hating on Lawrence Taylor. Let's face it, man. He, like I said, he was in his day. He was a thing to behold, wasn't he?
He sure was.
He's just off the field stuff that got him in trouble.
Yeah, Nick. All right. What were you thinking? We're gonna go out to. Let me see who else. Who else does? Who makes the list on what were you thinking? Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, let's go with the Jets and the Raiders. Seattle Seahawks. I know that you're playing at 4:05, right? But I know Pete Carroll was mad. Marshawn Lynch rubbed it in when he ran the ball 1 yard line against the Jets. And started dancing on the sidelines. That would have been, he tried to tell you, he tried to prove you a point.
He just tried to tell you something. I could have went to Disney World. He just said, we could have went to Disney World. He's right.
He's right too.
Wear it like a man. He said that whole year after that, took it like a man. Hey, you take it like a man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could be the bigger man. It's almost impossible. That guy's a beast. Just take it like a man.
Look, Seattle could, if they kept Marshawn Lynch, they could have been vice versa. The Raiders scored 45 points. How many points the Seahawks scored? 12 points.
12 points or something, man.
A 33-point difference.
Oh my goodness, guys. Seattle Seahawks, man.
What
Were you think? Oh my goodness. nail sticks in my craw today, and I always will. I'm gonna get me some dogs to kick when I go outside, just so I can get out of my system. How good is that? Was the dumbest thing. And we're supposed to be professionals. We're professionals. We get paid $1 billion and make great decisions.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. How in the world did he keep a job after that?
I don't know.
Who did he have to follow to keep a job?
He had to follow the owner.
He had to follow the owner. Only he could have kept a job.
Sweet talking.
Sweet talk. Look. We had to get him out. He was a distraction anyway. Messed up our image. Well, let's face it, Marshawn Lynch will make the perfect player.
Yeah. Alright, next. Jared Goff.
Look me down, look me up. Yeah, we're gonna call this a dial up, look me up. Look me down, look me up.
Have you heard the song called Hey, I Just Met You? This is crazy. So don't give his number out during the game because someone's going to intercept the number.
He looked him down, man. You ever been hungry at a dinner table with your mom and dad and a whole bunch of siblings you can't remember half of them? And there was one piece of chicken left in that platter and it's glistening under the light.
Yeah.
And it looked good, your mouth full of water. That's the way he looked. That's the way Jared Goff looked at the receiver down.
It sure did.
I mean, he telegraphed it. The guy said, well, I've been sitting here out of position now. I guess I'll break for this ball.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a great play because he looked him down long enough he could have been there twice.
Yeah, he could have. He could have.
He could have been there twice. So,
Jared Goff.
what would you think? Let me give this to you. If you see somebody you want to throw at, look over, then go back to him.
He's wide open.
Turn your head long enough, that guy to stutter step, then you throw it.
That's it. Oh, you have to do
Watch Tom Brady.
All he's looking at that Jumbotron.
He's looking at the Jumbotron.
He's wide open.
We watch the TV at the game more than he does the field.
Yeah, he's wide open.
You gotta have, you know what I mean, as far as vision, you don't focus. Everything's like,
Laser
we got laser focus, you got be laser pick.
I know.
I mean, where's your poker face at, guy?
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he ain't gonna say he's going to score a touchdown or anything after that matter, hell.
Quarterbacks need to look like you need to be smart like a Joker.
Yeah.
That's how you need to be QBs.
I mean, a QB doesn't need to go ahead and tell everybody what he's going to do before he does it, hard enough as it is.
Alright.
Man, it's hard.
And then the next, what were you thinking of? Oh boy, I don't think the Packers have it down pat yet. How, I know it's impossible for every team. How do we cover Julio Jones?
Never will.
Julio Jones went crazy in that game.
Julio Jones will be covered by 5 people, still be open.
Yeah. He named the NYPD could.
No. NYPD could bring him down.
No. Freeze!
Oh, they probably got better conditioning, but ball players don't have the conditioning.
So, and the second, you know what part about is? The secondary still came to the box.
Well, they call that their nitro defense.
Yeah.
Is what they call that. And what the nitro defense is they bring down the left corner. The left safety comes down.
Yeah.
And the reason he comes down is to play run defense because they don't have enough confidence in the linebackers.
That's true.
That's what I call nitro defense. And NFL stands for what?
That's not for long.
Not for long. That's what NFL stands for, not for long.
Yep.
Anytime you do some stupid, piss poor crap like that to cover your tail, so you don't look so bad on film, you don't get away for it for long. Because somebody exposed you for it, didn't they?
Yep.
And guess what's going to happen next week when you bring that same lineup down there? You're going to be exposed again. Your butt going to be hanging out the window. The whole world smacking.
Yep. Your next one is back to Denver. Is Dez Bryant a good receiver? Chris?
Average.
He's so average. He was going up against Chris Harris Jr. Chris Harris Jr. is a slot DB.
That means that slot DB means that's their third string
Yeah, so they got Bradley Roby on one side and Akeem Talib on the
Yeah,
other.
in other words, they put the weakest man. They put the weakest safety on you.
Chris Harris.
The weakest.
And
Not
get,
number one, not number two, but number three.
and Des Bryant had the ball go right through his hands. And guess who caught the ball? Chris Harris Jr. Man, Des is the biscuit in the basket. And
The biscuit in the basket.
the basket had a hole in it. If it came out and the biscuit went out of the basket.
They just got their ass past it.
Yes, they did.
They got it paced. Now who plays? Well, who does Washington play this week?
Let me look that up. Oh, Sunday night, Redskins Raiders in FedEx Field.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be a slobber knocker.
It sure is.
Marshawn Lynch is going to run it down their throat. If they don't get him at the line of scrimmage, they ain't getting him. I said, Raiders got a great idea. We're going to run Marshawn in the first half. And in the second half, we're going to put another running back in there. He's going to have them fresh legs. And he's going to gap you even worse than Marshawn did.
That's it.
That's how you keep rolling. You got two-headed run attack. You got the jackhammer for the first half, and you got the gap before the second half.
That's it.
He's brought Marshawn Lynch. You brought more attitude to that team, and they already had a chip on their shoulder.
Man, that's something to
I
think
mean, them boys got roid rage right now.
Yes, they do.
They want to stick something, catch something, spike something.
Like Peter Griffin on Red Bull.
Oh my goodness, man! Hyped up on Red Bull, ready to jump across the line of scrimmage right now.
Yep.
Craving contact. I like that.
Yeah.
Most folks like chocolate or navy beans. They crave contact.
Yes, they do. Alright. Now, I think that's pretty. I think that win, man.
Ravens. I say Ravens win that game by 13.
13 points.
Ravens win that game. And I hope I'm wrong, guys, because I really love Redskins.
I love this. Alright. Now, before we move on to week 3 predictions, the Giants O-line.
Giants O-line, best thing y'all could do. Are they playing at home this week or they got to go away?
I think they're going away.
Y'all going away, just forfeit. Unless y'all play the Jets and it's 50-50.
Alright. I'm going to save that for last. They're playing against Philadelphia. And Lincoln Financial.
Giants O-line. Oh my goodness. You couldn't hold back a fart, much less a defensive blitzer.
That's terrible.
I ain't kidding.
Man.
I mean, even a woman can hold it in all day long, come back home. You guys can't even hold a fart in, much less a. Here's an idea. You know, Eli is running for his life out there.
Yes.
Eli, he's got to hit you in the mechanic to start with. So he needs an extra second. True.
True.
He'll stay in the pocket, he'll get pocket chopped.
He looks goofy up there.
And they say he looks goofy, but come on, man.
What were you thinking? Alright. We're going to do our week 3 predictions. Thursday night, tomorrow, at 8:25, the Rams at San Francisco.
Oh my goodness, at San Fran?
Yeah, at the Niners.
Let's see, how many points have the Niners scored in the last 2 weeks?
The Niners have scored 12 points in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness, boy, they could actually get 14 on the Rams.
They actually
The problem is they're going to give up 20.
That's it.
So we're going to say Rams by 6.
Rams by 6. Next, at 9:30 in the morning on September 24th, the Ravens at the Jaguars in London, England.
Whew.
I think the Jaguars win because they have more experience.
Shit, they won 2 games in London.
Yeah, they won against the Bills.
I saw that. Rex Ryan said, blitz. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? Blitz. We got the ball. Blitz.
That's basically true.
Ross, what do you think, Ross? You blitz.
That's the sad thing. They're both there.
They're both there and look at each other. We got the ball. We're driving the ball. We're going to win this game. What are you going to do? Blitz.
That's like those two birds. That's like two birds outside tweeting out, but that's basically right. Blitz, blitz. Blitz.
Yeah. 4th and forever, we want to do blitz. No, we got to kick the ball. Then blitz.
Send the kicker out there.
Send the kicker out there, and then we're going to blitz him. And that's his answer to everything, blitz.
But we could be a good DB corner. We could be a good DB coach.
Yeah, what we gonna do in this game? Oh, we're gonna blitz. We're gonna drop the linebackers in cover 2. We're gonna bring up the safeties and the corners.
Yeah. The next one is, speaking of Rex Ryan's former coach and former team, it's gonna be Broncos at Bills.
Broncos at the Bills.
1 o'clock.
Oh my goodness, there's a juggernaut, man, where the Broncos have got to travel. Where?
To the east.
East, northeast.
Northeast, I think.
Northeast is gonna be a little chilly, but guess what? They're gonna love that because it's natural turf.
It is that.
Broncos playing on natural turf. Boy, I tell you what, Samuel Watkins better have that game of his lifetime.
Sammy Watkins left.
Did he?
He went to St. Louis. He went to LA.
No wonder.
Yeah.
He went blitz. He'll get blitzed big time. Farmville's gonna have 2 sacks on Tyrod Taylor. They're gonna have 28 yards rushing against the Broncos. Because I don't see, if they couldn't go to Carolina run the ball against Carolina, what in the heck do they think they're gonna do against them?
Well, y'all think you're in the first place.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna be over with by 8 minutes in the 3rd quarter, and it's gonna be a rerun of last week. It's gonna be back practice after the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
They're gonna say, look, sit on the sideline, guys. Please sit on the sideline and let us play ball. We done drank all the hot chocolate out of the we done drank all the hot chocolate and all the donuts on the bench, and ain't nothing else to do. Let us play ball. You have the ball 75% of the game. Let us go out there and play ball. Then you're gonna see Akeem Talib doing the same thing he did last week. And that's all they're doing. They're just doing back practice. It's going to be back practice after the 3rd quarter.
Yep. All right.
Well, who's going to say? Who's say Broncos by 16?
I say Broncos win. Same. It's going to be the same thing. I think they win by. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit overhyped, but I
Well,
think
they're going to let them score a little bit because they're going to. I'm telling you, they're going to be doing back practice at the 3rd quarter.
I think the Broncos put up 30 against the Bills.
I bet they don't put up. I'm gonna say they put up 27. I'm
That's
gonna say they put up 27, and Bills don't get to 10, and 7 of those are gonna be jump points in the 3rd quarter.
Yep. All right. Next, Pittsburgh heading to Soldier Field to take on the Chicago Bears at 1 o'clock. Pittsburgh is going to travel up north.
The Soldier Field's a slot field anyway, you know that, right?
Yes, sir. It is. Snow, rain.
No, it's a slot field. It's real slow.
Yes, indeed.
With a little bit of speed they do got at Pittsburgh, they ain't gonna be able to use it in Soldier Field.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Pittsburgh by 3. Last second field goal.
I may disagree on this one. I think that the Bears are going to win 17-14.
No, they're gonna get a call. They're gonna get a pass interference call. It ain't there. And next thing you know, they're on the 20-yard line. They're gonna keep the field goal with like 18 seconds.
Yep. So Chris says Pittsburgh. I say Chicago.
Well, I mean, it's a coin flip, but
Yeah.
let's be honest about it. They played Atlanta and they should have beaten them. True.
True.
Do you think they're gonna let Pittsburgh get away that easy? Pittsburgh's used to playing on natural turf.
They sure are.
That's the only reason I'm going Pittsburgh by 3. Atlanta's not used to playing on turf. They're not. They don't do good on turf. Pittsburgh, they do pretty good on turf.
Yep.
They do good in elements.
Next, since Skip Bayless like to say his Cowboys, I say my Panthers play the New Orleans Saints at 1 o'clock.
Oh my goodness. Well, the first thing we got to do is think about how can Cam screw this up.
That's a good thing. I think
How can Cam screw this up?
I say
He's got new tight end to throw to. You know that. No more safety blanket.
I think he goes 13. I think he goes 13 to 2. I think he goes 13 to 32.
No.
15 to 30.
They ain't gonna do that good. But they play the Saints.
They play the Aints.
I'm gonna say he's gonna go 15 or 21.
That sounds just about.
And they're gonna run the dang ball 2 times on every 3 series.
Yeah. First down we're gonna run it. Third down we're gonna
First down we're gonna run it. Third down we're gonna run it. First down we're gonna run it. Second down we're gonna run it. It's gonna be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 1. And that's gonna be the story. It's gonna be come off the line of scrimmage, get hit with the pass. Now, if Cam throws a pick more than one doing that crap, so we put the second string right there because Cam's not where he needs to be yet. But we asked ourselves, how can Cam screw this up in the dome?
That's what we asked ourselves.
And I don't think that as long as you take the ball out of his hands, he can't screw it up.
That's true.
Saints can't stop the run.
They can't stop him.
They can't hold back nothing.
No.
I say the Panthers do a double A gap blitz on Breeze and get him. I say Breeze gets sacked 5 times, he's knocked down 8 times, he's hurt 13 times.
That's average. That's good numbers.
I don't see Adrian Peterson working through his anger issues this week.
No, he's going up against one of the toughest coaches, Sean Payton.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see, I love the Panthers, but I'd love to see Adrian Peterson shine one more time.
Yeah,
But guys, we want to go with the Panthers on that, 'cause I just don't see. I mean, like I said, teams got to travel west, it's a cornfield.
Yep.
It's a cornfield. But given the fact that we want to go with this, given the fact that the Saints can't stop anybody,
It's going to be on natural turf, too.
we're in natural turf.
It's going to be in Carolina, too.
Oh, it's going to be in Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Saints be lucky to get out with that uniform. Yeah, we definitely gonna go with the Panthers.
How much?
Believe it or not, they ain't gonna be much. They ain't gonna be like a 9-point difference.
Yeah, I think the
Because
Panthers.
I think no matter how good the Panthers are, New Orleans can score. They can score.
I think the Panthers win 34-26. 2
Yes.
touchdowns on the ground.
I say they busted for 2 big long runs.
I say that too.
I say they busted for 2 big long runs. I think the Cavs gonna have one of them.
Caffrey scored.
McCaffrey's going to get that little swing pass in the flat like 4 times.
Yeah.
I say they go McCaffrey 4 times in one guy. McCaffrey. Benjamin.
All right, next, our Super Bowl contenders for Uncle Chris and I, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, travel to Minnesota at 1 o'clock.
Bradford playing.
I have no clue if he's playing or not. If Bradford's playing, let's have 2 predictions. Bradford playing, Bradford not playing.
Bradford playing, they win. Bradford not playing, they lose.
All right. I say Bradford playing, they win. Bradford not playing, they lose. All right, next.
And that's a fragile egg we're holding there, guys. A real fragile egg. We're going to say point spread will be 2 points.
Yep. Next, Cleveland Browns at the Indianapolis Colts at 1 o'clock.
Cleveland rocks, baby.
Cleveland Rock.
Cleveland rocks. This is the time to get. Look, this is going to be one of your 4 wins this year. Don't screw this up.
Don't.
Don't screw this up. I believe in it.
We believe in Cleveland.
We're going with Kaiser.
Sean Kyle.
Sean Kaiser. He gonna go ahead and Kaiser. Don't believe what you see. You got them legs this week. Use them. Use them. Use them because it's there for the picking. And it is. It's there. Kaiser, you can have 96 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Just give it on the top.
That's it.
Just not counting all the open receivers running wide open all over the field.
Damn.
Cleveland rock. I don't care. They got to play at Lucas Oil Stadium. They rock.
They do rock.
There you go.
Go Browns.
This is one of your 4. You better get this. Don't make me come out of that.
That should be an easy one for us. The Dolphins at the Jets.
We're going with the fish.
We're going with the fish.
We're going with the fish, and we're going to go high this time. We're going to go 16 points.
Fins up.
Ends up 16 points.
All right, former NFC divisional playoff game. If you haven't seen Uncle Chris's divisional playoff predictions, how about you click on that video?
Click on the division, guys. We are pretty much spot on.
Texas go to New England at 1 o'clock.
Well, Texas play some good defense, don't they?
Yeah, they
That's going to be a tight game, man. Brady's going to pull it out.
I think very much.
Because Brady got some. I mean, let's face it. Bill Belichick got kicked in the sack last time. Kansas City come up there and kicked him right in the sack and dropped him all over the field.
Yeah.
Texas got a great defense. Don't get me wrong.
They don't have a good offense.
They don't have a good offense. So that defense has got to stop them from scoring at least 18 points.
Yep.
And their offense, I don't care if Watson is on the field. He doesn't have it here yet. He won't have it here for another 4 years, guys.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. His first touchdown.
He will have moments where you think he's the best thing since sliced bread and jelly and jam.
Yes, sir.
But this week ain't it.
No, because his first touchdown, his first career start was not a touchdown throw. He ran for 42 yards for a touchdown. He looked like Colin Kaepernick to me in this
He's an athletic quarterback, and his stock goes down every year.
Yep. The Falcons at the Lions at 1 o'clock. It's gonna be on artificial. This Sunday. It's artificial.
Falcons at the Lions.
An artificial turf now.
Lions got a running game. They got a fairly good defense.
Fairly good defense. That's a toss.
Good. That's a toss-up, man.
I say that I picked the home team.
It's not a bad. Whoever gets the ball last wins.
Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford will get the ball as he goes down the field for about.
No. I'm going to get started right there.
Okay.
I'm saying Matt's going to throw 2 picks, and he's going to fumble the ball once, and that's going to be the difference in the game.
Yeah, real price. Matthew Stafford, what were you thinking out there?
First, they were thinking, you guys blitzing. I mean, let's face it, man. They bring a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. Green Bay's supposed to win that division, right?
Right.
Green Bay can't even stand on the same turf.
No.
I mean, it was laughable after the halftime.
Sure
It was laughable. Green Bay was laughable. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has got to have a game of his life every week for him to win.
That's true.
You got no defense. You got the turbo defense. Nitro, whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah.
We got to cheat a safety down because we don't have confidence in our linebackers to stop anything.
I don't mean to be a hater towards Tom Brady, but I just got to say something. When Brady won all his playoff games, right? Before he even when he got to the league, when he started his first Super Bowl, he had a tremendous defense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, on a 3-man rush, they could get to the quarterback.
That's why I was so proud of Cleveland for drafting defensive players. What a concept! Win a Super Bowl with a defense.
Yeah.
That never been done before.
It has been done.
It has been done before. How many times? Every year?
Yeah.
Pretty much every year except for the year the Saints won.
Yeah, 2 teams on offense has
The
beaten.
greatest show on turf won on offensive line. Saints won on offensive line. Everybody else had to have a defense.
Yep.
You gotta have a defense to win. And guess what? You gotta start there.
It could have been 3 if you ran the ball.
There could have been 3 if ran the ball. Look at that.
All right, next. This should be easy. The Eagles at the Giants. I picked the Eagles.
I'm picking the Eagles, and I think Eli
Get sacked.
gonna get beat down this week. And I hate it for Eli because there again, Eli sucked all the money out of the organization.
Yep. I think the Eagles win 24-7. That's my pick.
I say it's gonna be like 31-10. It's gonna be like 31-10, and they're gonna go up and down the field back and forth because the Eagles feel bad about scoring that many points against them.
Yeah.
They're gonna let the foot off the throat.
Yeah.
And Eli's gonna think he's gonna get a drive going. He's gonna get stomped.
Yep. All right. This is America's game of the week. America's game of the week. The Seattle Seahawks travel east to fight the Tennessee Titans at 4:05. That's 1 o'clock.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's like
1 o'clock.
it's like 1 o'clock for them on this side, right?
Right.
Plus the jet lag.
Yep.
We're playing on natural turf there. It's a good thing for them.
Sure do.
Seattle Seahawks are what? 1-9 traveling east.
That's probably their record.
We'll go with the Titans this week, guys. I'm sorry.
I picked the Titans too.
We'll go with the Titans.
There's something about that game.
3-point spread. I mean, we know that Seattle can kick 4 goals.
Yeah,
Hauschka is good.
they got rid of House.
You got rid of Hauschka?
He went to Buffalo.
Oh my goodness, Buffalo might win that game this week. He can hit for 55, I know.
Yeah, no. Your next game.
How did they let him go? First Marshawn Lynch, now Haskell.
Yeah.
Y'all lost y'all damn 9-0.
What's next? We're gonna get rid of Michael Bennett.
We get rid of Michael Bennett.
No, I'm sorry. We're gonna get rid of Cam Chancellor first. Then
We'll get rid of Boom Boom. Yeah, folks be lined up. Bill Belichick be lined up to get in.
yeah. Next, the Chiefs at the Chargers at 425. I think the Chiefs will win.
Chiefs win, but that's a trap game. Trap game.
Trap.
It's a trap.
You call it a trap?
It's a trap game. You got no interest playing this game at all, KC.
No.
Bring your running game, man.
This should be an easy one for us right here. Packers Bengals.
Packers Bengals.
40. I think the Packers put at least 50.
I don't know.
I think the Packers put 40.
Is Perfect playing this week?
I don't know if he is or isn't.
Montez Perfect playing this week.
If he's playing,
He's playing this week going to be close, but I'm gonna tell you what. I think we're gonna see. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the resurgence of Andy Dalton for the simple reason, even if he does throw it at a Green Bay corner, they won't catch it.
yeah.
They have no defense.
And they got AJ Green on another side. So that's gonna be.
What are they gonna do? Hold the receivers? They got two of the best receivers in football.
They got John Ross. Hey, according to Madden Rain, guess he is faster than Tyreek Hill.
Ain't nobody faster than Tyreek Hill.
With a 98 speed versus Tyreek Hill's 97 speed. So that's what they're all
That's
saying.
because Tyreek stopped to write his name on the wall before he got to the finish line. That's the only reason they say you faster.
Yeah.
He stopped halfway during the race to write Tyreek on the side of the concrete.
Yeah.
Tyreek was here, and he took off again.
Tyreek was here. All right, next. Sunday night, 8:30, the Raiders at the Redskins.
Oh my goodness.
I picked the upset. I'm sorry.
You going with the Skins?
I think the Skins might win it.
But the Skins beat the Raiders, they win the NFC East. If they can beat the Raiders, if the Skins can beat the Raiders with the attitude that the Raiders bring, Redskins got some punch in the mouth attitude too, though.
Yeah.
The Redskins can beat them at home. They can win the NFC East. And I know AFC teams don't travel good to the East Coast. But it's at nighttime.
Nighttime.
Oh man, it's like them going to work at 4 o'clock and eating.
Yep.
They'll be fresh, man.
It sure will be. I think the Redskins will win.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders because I think Marshawn Lynch is gonna beat them up and run the game first half.
I think that's going to happen too. The Raiders are going to beat down.
I don't see them boys want to stop that run after the second half.
Yep. They can
I
get
really believe the Raiders will pose their will on them.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. The Redskins got a fair secondary. So they got a great secondary.
Fair.
There's too many weapons.
Yeah, too many. You got covered. Crabtree,
I'm
Amari.
gonna go with the Raiders by 10 points.
Alright, our last prediction. The Dallas Cowboys at the Arizona Cardinals.
We're going to go with the Cowboys, so Skip Bayless will have something to talk about next week.
Yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys.
I'm going to pick the Cowboys because Arizona has no offensive line.
No.
Carson Palmer throws like a girl.
The ball is dirty.
Yeah, the ball is dirty. Throws like a girl. I mean, the secondary is going to play great. Defense line going to play very great.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott is going to have one big run. Dak's going to win that game on his legs anyway.
Yeah, he's a multiple quarterback.
And Dez Bryant going to get one touchdown passing the corner where he pushes somebody out.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Cowboys by 14 in Arizona.
Yep. Alright, that's our week 3 predictions, and your last question for the day is Uncle Chris. We closed it out on Friday night. Which player is going to shine the brightest on week 3?
Week 3. Rookie players or pros?
No matter which player do you think will shine the brightest?
Who's going to shine the brightest?
I'm thinking about that too.
Let me see here, guys. This is going to be a good one. We're going to go back to, you know what, I'm going to go, who did you say that Philadelphia was playing?
Giants.
I'm telling you, the worst team in football right now.
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's give some love to let's love to Kaiser this week. Want to?
Yeah, let's give some love to Kyle.
Let's give some love to Kaiser. I mean, this is going to be one of his highlight reels for next year.
Yeah.
It's one of your 4 games you're going to win, son.
I think the
Don't
player.
let me down.
Yeah.
I'm not betting the house, I'm betting the shack. There's somebody else betting the house.
Yeah, I think that the player who's going to be spotlighted the most, I think that the deep nose tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles, Fletcher Cox, is probably going to have a big game.
Oh yeah, he's going to have a monster game.
I think we're going to see Fletcher Cox on our TV.
I know you're not going to see nobody, you're not going to see anybody run the ball up the gut.
No.
I don't know. I think as far as yards, receiving yards,
Uh-huh.
what's that kid out of Duke plays for Washington?
Jamison Crowder.
I think James Corral could have a really big game against the Raiders this week.
I think he may be right on that.
But the deal is, how long can Kirk Cousins stand up and give it to him?
I know.
If they can slow the rush down a little bit, I think James Corral will have a hell of a game.
If the Redskins can run the ball against the Cowboys and little play action, I think we can have a chance. They got to run the ball. Don't look. You beat the Rams because you ran the ball 20 sometimes, but you started to suck in the third quarter because you threw the ball most of the time.
This bad recipe for losing is when you don't run the ball.
That's a recipe for losing.
You stir it up. You throw 50 pass attempts per game. Piss poor defense. Piss poor clock management. Loser. You want to stir that good stuff, the fresh ingredients. Run defense. Pass defense.
Tackling
Special
space.
teams.
Tackling space.
Running the ball. Clock management. Souffle. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's like a recipe.
Nobody wants to eat a turd.
That's like someone. It's like a recipe. It's like someone offering me a durian fruit versus someone offering me an Oreo. Which one would you take?
I hope I take the Oreo. I like the Oreo, brother.
All right, that's it for the Uncle Chris Sports Show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button,
And do the clickety click, and you'll see what's going on.
and put your monies on Las Vegas.
Lost wages.
Las
Make
Vegas.
some money.
Yeah, make some money
Make
off
some
of
money.
us. Make some money off of us.
It's free advice.
Yeah.
Hell, your investment advisor gets more money than that. I ain't got nothing off of it.
Yeah. Just one click of that little screen, you can watch us and get as much money as you want.
I guarantee we'd be 75%. You can't go wrong.
Just one click of that screen, you'll be able to bet your money on us.
Pick up that cash. Get
Yeah.
seeing y'all. I'm gonna go get a cold drink.
That's it for the Uncle Chris Sports Show. Bye, everyone. Man, I hope people bet on us.
They do too.